Hello everybody, I hope you all are doing well. I decided to do a energy reading for Prince Henry and his wife. And I don't know, I was actually done for the day, and then I was like, nah, let me just do this reading. So I decided to record. This is going to be just a general energy kind of a reading, for them. I have put up one other video for them. So little bit of information. The date of birth I have for Meghan is 4th August 1981, and for Prince Henry it is 15th September 1984. So she's a Leo and he's a Virgo, right? So right off the bat, I will tell you there is always this great need for her to dominate. I mean, clearly it's like, oh, that's nothing new, we all knew that, but there's this great need for her to dominate, and she also wants to be that constant need for being in the spotlight and being in luxury and the lap of luxury and that sort of stuff. She's willing to do some work, but she's not willing to go out and do it all. She just wants to do what's the word I'm looking for? She just wants to do the superficial smile and shake hands type of thing, but not really the hard work that goes into accomplishing great wealth or fame or fortune. Then we have Henry here, right? Henry is a Virgo, clearly, right? And he is ruled by Mercury. It's an earth sign, and as we all know about Mercury, it's a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? Lucid, if you will, right? So hang on one second. There's something else here that I want to see in my chart. Something else popped into my mind. Where are you, Virgo? Wait. Hang on, you guys. I'm trying to... Virgo, right? Wait, what? That's Virgo. So with Virgo, there is a lot of here. I'm just going to keep this here because this is my notes. So with Virgo, I want to say there is this need for let's take it back. With Mercury, it's the concrete and the conscious mind, right? It's the house. It's a sign and house that show how and where you communicate and assimilates the results of your relationships. It's reason, it's logic. It's also a very earthy sign. It's also conforming, if you will. So I think it's just, and then of course the Leo is a fire sign, right? So, and Virgo is also about work, health, change. It's about the willingness to serve, the devotion, improvements. It also has something to do with discipline and habits, and also devotion and improvements. But having said that, with the mercurial energy also intertwined with it, it may be very easy for this individual to also very easily influenced, if you will. And then he tends to latch on to something and run with it. Is he capable of having his own original thoughts? Yes, he is capable of. But he's also easy to influence and very malleable. And if it is... and it's also mutable sign, so more so a follower. And Leo is a fixed sign, so more so a leader. So... there's always drama around her particular sign with the planets around her. It's always having a need for pleasure, being in the spotlight. It's speculation, and she kind of takes bets on things hoping that it's going to work out in her favor, and she kind of runs with it. Is she very meticulous in her plans, in how she plans things? I wouldn't say she's very meticulous, but I will say that she does give it some thought. It's not like, you know, let me show you. This is her natal chart that I have. I don't know if you all can see it, but because of the glare of the camera, that's hers. And then this is his, right? So this is it. I don't want to like show it out really, like focus on it, because like I said in one of my other videos, I am working on a on my own website where people can go in and put in their date of birth and the time of birth and the place of birth, and then get their charts. The only thing is it's going to be a little bit long drawn. I was hoping it'll be out by the end of the year, but I don't know, because I want to make it possible for people to see their Vedic astrology, the Western astrology, the Sidereal, and the horary astrology. I can never say that word right. So it's a lot. So I'm working on that, and that's why I don't want to put it out there. But based on what information I have in terms of the place, the date of birth, the time of birth, etc., you can tell that she does plan. She has these lofty ideas and she does plan, but she's not very meticulous in her plans. Very manipulative energy, and we all know that. We see it, right? So it is what it is. So her energy is very manipulative, and like I said in my previous video, I think I said I give them 5 years from the year of marriage, before the whole thing falls apart and before they file for separation or divorce or whatever. That's what I had said, I think. So one thing is the Haunted House Tarot deck. I have 2 of them, y'all. 2 decks. Okay. So I'm going to use one for her and one for him, so that we can get I'm using these. Oh, wait. These, and the backs are these. So I hope I got all the cards out. Yeah. So I do have a few decks that I get duplicates. Like for example, this one as well. I have duplicate decks. Like I have the same thing here and the same thing here. Whenever I do couple readings or whatever, I tend to prefer to use similar decks, so that way, you know, just in my own head, for me, I feel like it's being fair. This one, did I get all the cards out? Yeah, I did. So I'm going to use, I was actually going to put away this deck, and then it just wouldn't get in the box, and I was like, why don't you want to go to bed? It's nighttime, deck. And then it just spilled out. So I was like, okay, I'll use this deck then. I was actually going to use this one, but it's okay. So I'm going to shuffle. I don't know what kind of a layout. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. You had to see that. And I don't know what specific kind of layout I'm going to use. We'll just go with the flow, okay? So I have a little M here for her on the left side, and a little H for him on this side. There you go, right? Can you see that, you guys? There you go. And on this, I have just written their names and stuff, just for because I don't have their pictures, and I don't want to have their pictures. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay out some cards. I'm actually going to start with him. Just lay out some cards, please. I'll just take whatever cards fall, and then let's not do that. 2, 3, 4, right? Now why 6? I don't know. Just 6. So okay, 1. And of course we'll do the usual getting clarifiers and all that stuff. So 2. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay, I am going to take 2 because this is going to be 7 cards. I don't know why. I'm going to keep her deck here. Come on, camera, don't blink on me today, please. So instead, I got 6 for him and then 7 for her because these 2 came out together. So it's okay, we'll take it. So this way. Yeah, so this will be the first card. First card. Ooh, this is a harsh one, y'all. This is a harsh card. Conflict, lack of mental clarity, almost gaslighting yourself, and you don't know how to stop it. Suicidal thoughts for sure. And this is the Knight of Cups. Very very emotional. Very emotional. Henry is wanting peace. He's wanting like he's burnt out. He's like, I'm done. I just want peace. He's in a very, very emotional state right now. Okay, next. 3 of Cups. There is definitely some kind of a, he almost feels like the world is celebrating and he's been put aside. He has not been able to join the celebrations. He has not been able to participate in the celebrations. This, I definitely feel like he feels almost like an outcast, and he's trying to break that barrier. He's trying very hard to break that barrier. And this also tells me that he feels like he is kind of drowning, like literally drowning. He feels like he's kind of losing it. It's very unfortunate, but for sure. And then we have the 5. Is a Hierophant, is a Taurus energy, and it's like mercy, compassion, and he's definitely looking for approval. He's definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if he is having some insomnia. I definitely feel like he is greatly wanting approval from, and see, the Hierophant could also mean the authority, or the in this case the royal family, or the, what do they call it, the enterprise, right? What do they call it? What is the word they give the royal family? The enterprise? Anyway, it's authority, it's like organizations as such. So he's definitely like, you can literally see what the card says. I mean, just read the picture. It almost looks like this man of God is like saying, you bad boy, or whatever kind of stuff, right? Definitely the RF, the royal family, is obviously has reprimanded him. Definitely, it's come from the highest level. For sure, he has been reprimanded. And I definitely feel like he has been, he realizes that he is running on, he you know, that hourglass, right? His time is running out. So it's definitely, I feel like he's been given an ultimatum: either fix this, get out of this relationship, or we are done with you. And he's like unable to, let's see. And then you have 14. 14 is Temperance, is Sagittarius. He's trying to very clearly wanting to, he's trying very hard to find a balance, to find a way to extract himself. I'm going to use a magnifier on my phone because there's something in her hand that I want to see a little bit. What's that? Yeah. So I feel like he is being fed, constantly fed. Y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if he's been medicated by you know whom. I really wouldn't be surprised if she's giving him something saying that, oh, you know what, this will help your stress and this will help you with this and this will help you sleep, because he definitely suffers from insomnia. I'm saying that. And then you have two, the High Priestess, which is ruled by the moon. I strongly feel that this energy, this High Priestess, ruled by the moon, I feel it's his mom, because this is her showing up here. And she's not very happy with the way he's conducting himself. She is not happy at all. She's saying balance and justice. Balance and judgment, balance and justice. I almost feel like she's saying, snap out of it, buddy. So this is the energy. So let's leave his cards here, right? And then, wait, let's do 3 on top and 3 at the bottom, so that way, I hope you guys can see, right? Okay, we'll scoot it over a little bit here. Okay, oh, I hate when I hear that. Sorry, you guys, I'm just so kind of, when I feel something like scratchy. And yeah, there is dust. I mean, come on, there's always going to be dust no matter how much you clean. So that grainy feel, okay, let's leave it. Moving on. No getting sidetracked. So this is his. And remember, for him, we got 6 cards. But for her, when I tried to pull out the 6th one, there was another one that was attached to it. So I just took it. So Queen of Wands, fire energy, she's showing up for sure. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but definitely this is her because she's a Leo. And then you have 4 of Pentacles. She's hanging on for dear life. She's hanging on to control. She's trying desperately to keep control over the situation. Is she going to be successful? I don't know. We shall see. And let me kind of move that over. Can you see? Because I want to... Hang on, you guys. I'm trying to scoot things over so that you guys can also see what's going on. Right? There we go. This is Henry's and this is hers. Then it's Ace of Pentacles. It's all about the money. It's all about the job. It's a promotion. And you know, she feels like she has invested a lot in Henry. She feels like she has put in a lot of investment, and she feels like it has to reap. She has to be able to reap the benefits from it. And she definitely feels like, see, you can tell because this is tight. This is, you see that little vine, right? To me, it says it is almost like an investment in the relationship. She has invested a lot and she expects it to pay up. She definitely expects it to pay. And then you have the 9 of Cups. You know, I think the last reading I did, I think I had the King of Cups or the 9 of Cups. I think it was the King of Cups. He was very prominent in that thing. And I feel like with the 9 of Cups, it's almost like, you know, we're almost there. She's like, look, we're almost there. If we get over this hump, then we'll be home free. She's trying to push that agenda with Henry. And she can also see, instinctively, she knows that she's kind of losing control over him and she's not happy with it. So she's trying constantly to give him that false sense of security. And she's also feeding him BS. Definitely feeding him BS. See this alcohol bottle and see this one here. She's got a bottle of wine or some alcohol. She's definitely feeding him BS, and I definitely, well, how many times can I say the word definitely? I strongly feel that he is being given something for insomnia type of thing, because I think he struggles with that. And it's almost like she's giving him something that she shouldn't be, saying that take this, it'll help you, and kind of, you know, try to keep him calm. But that's going to backfire terribly. And then you have Judgment. Wow. Is Plutonian. And she, I feel now, is saying, you know, I'm willing to forgive and forget whatever happened or transpired with all that. This is in her head. Okay, I personally don't for a moment believe the royal family is racist. I don't, because if they were genuinely racist and if they genuinely weren't accepting of a non-Caucasian within the family folds, trust me, they would have put a stop to this whole romantic idea of Henry even before it started. They would have said, nobody, no, it's not going to happen. Pick somebody else. You think the royal family does not have the ability to do that? Absolutely. I mean, think about it. I don't know what other people say or think, but this is my humble opinion. Um, Even as far as Camilla getting together with Charles, for the longest time it was kind of stalled. It was stalled for the longest time. You think it was just because it wasn't the right timing or right whatever? I mean, the queen, if she says, no, this is not the right time, it's not going to happen. Nobody's going to cross her. She definitely has the authority to have told Henry, just let go, cut ties and find somebody else. But she didn't. And neither did Charles and nobody else in the royal family. So she feels like she was wronged, and she's looking for judgment. She's looking for judgment, and she's saying, you know, I will forgive and forget all that has transpired. I'm willing to start again. So these are the two cards that popped out together. You have Two of Pentacles, choices, weighing the options, the pros and cons, and then you have 10, which is the Strength card, right? I'm sorry, the 10 is the Wheel. I apologize, it's the Wheel. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's Jupiter. It's power, it's movement, it's fortune, and all that good stuff, right? But well, you can clearly see you have a Leo over there. Do you see that? A Leo, and then the Bull, Taurus. So it's clearly showing, wow, I'm blown away, y'all. I'm totally blown away. It does have the Leo and the Taurus, the Lion and the Bull. So I definitely feel there is movement in terms of this relationship that she has with Henry. And because this card popped out with the Two of Pentacles, two is all about weighing the pros and cons, having the many options, choices, multitasking and whatever. She's definitely, and then here you have this. So she is weighing the options. She is seriously weighing the options of the relationship, because she kind of feels like she's losing control. She's desperately hanging on to control, but she knows in her heart that she's losing control. She is weighing her options, and she's saying, should I cut him loose now, or should I wait for a little bit longer? Because she wants her investment in this relationship to pay off. So she is going to find the right time to make that split. That's what I feel. Now I'm going to, sorry guys, my camera, well anyway, I'm just going to scoot these a little bit over so I can pull some cards for the middle over here. Okay. Now I'm going to use, which deck shall I use for the middle? I will use this. Yeah. Let's see what energy is between the two of them, right? I think I said this in my other video too. I do feel sorry for this guy. I mean, there has to be an intervention. I mean, his life is at stake because of all this emotional trauma and worry and all. Y'all, I am telling you, he is very emotional. He is suicidal. Definitely, all he wants is peace and quiet. All he wants, he's like, please God, help me get out of this. He knows he has been shunned for whatever reason. And should he be held responsible for himself too? Absolutely. He definitely feels like he has been shunned and he has been outcast, and he's trying very hard to break back into that group. So whether he's going to be successful or not, he has been reprimanded for all this drama from the highest source. And this is the organization, the church, the royal family, or whatever. He has definitely been reprimanded. Oh God, I just felt dizzy for a second there. Shoo! Stop. Okay. And I definitely feel that with the temperance, he's trying to balance. He is definitely being fed something that he shouldn't be fed. And this is definitely an influence from his mother. She is definitely telling him to snap out of it. She's not very happy with his behavior. Now with this individual, she shows up in her own reading, correct? Right? She knows she's hanging on for dear life, and she knows she's losing control. She's desperately trying to hang on to control. She has made substantial investment in this relationship, and she wants to reap the benefits. She's not going to give up without a fight. Having said that, there is that emotional aspect to this also, right? So this is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And there is a little bit of that smugness. There is a little bit of trying to feed false illusions, create illusions. And I also feel that the Nine of Cups, right? The Nine of Cups is wishes coming true, and material abundance and good health and that sort of a thing. But I feel like she's definitely a little bit, you know what, I'm going to get it clarified for that Nine of Cups. Hang on, you guys. And then we have 21, Judgment. She definitely is wanting judgment because she feels like she has been wronged by the royal family, and she wants, in her head, she feels like she's been wronged and she wants judgment. And judgment, she's saying it's ruled by Pluto, and she's saying, oh, you know what, I'll forgive and I'll forget everything if you take us back into the fold. I don't think that's going to happen. And she has Two of Pentacles, definitely weighing the pros and cons, definitely has choices. And she's weighing the pros and cons, y'all. She's trying to figure out whether she wants to emotionally cut ties, or rather cut ties with Henry now, or wait, because we have the Wheel of Fortune. So she's trying to determine whether she wants the relationship to continue, or she wants to call it quits. And my wonderful camera, come on, man, camera. All right, y'all, let's do this. I'm going to use the small deck of cards to see what energies we have for the two of them. I'm actually going to put this, you know what, let this be there. There. One thing I will say is there is no smoke without fire, right? So when there is all this drama, all these people coming out of the woodwork saying XYZ about her, there must be something to it. So let me ask to please show us the energy that's between the two of them. So this is individual her energy, this is individual his energy, and definitely I also feel, as far as Henry is concerned, y'all, that there is going to be a dark-haired woman who is going to who's going to be instrumental in extracting him from this situation, for sure. And she is a water sign, okay? Okay, let's get the energies. Camera, can you kind of wake up, please? Right about now would help. All right, let's do this. So we have tears, blood, and war. Oh my goodness. And then we have chapel, fertility, and bed. So clearly there's a lot of conflict in the marriage. Well, the chapel is legal, married by the church, fertility and the bed, it talks about marriage. So definitely, you know, there is a lot of conflict. There's a lot of tears, blood, and war. They are having some major fights and arguments, for sure. And then you have funeral, coffin, and ghost. So to me, this says that this is definitely a situation that is going to come to an end. And for all you know, truth be told, it's already over and done with. Emotionally, I feel like Henry has checked out, and he's just kind of being a shell right now. It's more like a pretend to be involved. I will say this, but I think she has something on him. I don't know what that is, but I definitely feel like she has something on him, which is what is kind of scaring him to say. Because think about it, y'all. Think about it seriously. He is Prince Henry, right? He's from the British royal family, albeit not the first or second or third or fourth in line to the throne. But he definitely, you know, if it's a long shot, who knows, there is a possibility he might ascend. It is a long shot, though, we all know that. But somebody who has a British royal family, okay, the Queen, who is currently, well, Queen Elizabeth, she's still alive. She's the Queen of England and all her colonies or whatever. And she's her grandson, her father, Prince Charles, could become the next king. With that kind of a backing, that kind of a lineage, that kind of money, that kind of power, that kind of pull and influence, you seriously think that he has to struggle to cut ties with this woman? I mean, in all honesty, all he needs to do is go back to the royal families and say, I made a mistake, I'm done, I need help, please help me. You think they won't send their lawyers and their team of people and say, basically, this woman, cut her loose and send her? It's very easy for somebody who comes from that kind of a family, that power and that having the wherewithal and having all the money that they have, they would definitely be able to assist him to cut ties with this fool. Yes, and that's the word I'm using. So that's my opinion, and I'm going to use that word. I got other words, but I won't use them on my videos. It's not right. So anyway, so there is definitely something that she has some control over him, which is causing him so much of stress, and he's finding it so difficult to cut ties and walk away. When we as people look in from the outside, we are like, it's so easy to do, it's so easy to do. Yeah, it is easy to do, but if you are in a relationship that's toxic and you're trying very hard to break that relationship, like only those who are in that situation can understand how difficult it is for them, right? So true, that aspect of it is also there, that he is in that relationship, and when you're in, you are unable to look at things from the outside, right? Because you're in the eye of the storm. But definitely she has got something on him, and I wouldn't be surprised if she's kind of threatening him or blackmailing him. I absolutely wouldn't be surprised. So let's see. Come on, camera, you were awake for a minute. Oh, there you go. Oh my God, my camera's back up. I get so excited. So we got tears, blood, and war. I'm sure you heard what I was saying. Then chapel, fertility, and bed. Now these cards are to show the energies between the two of them. Funeral, coffin, and ghost. So I definitely feel he is haunted by his, like, I feel like, okay, let me rephrase that. Like I just said, I feel like she has got something on him that's kind of keeping him trapped. That's what I get. Like he's almost haunted by the fact that, oh my God, if that comes out, it's all over and done with. It's all over and done with. So wish granted and full cup. Okay, let's see what that wish granted and full cup is all about. Nope. Cemetery, ruined church. Oh wow. Devil, temptation, bad decisions. Daydreams, peace, contentment, relations. Relative idleness. Death and sudden change. Need I go on? And the Fool card. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is not a joke. It's going to be a funeral for sure. Rebel. Backstabbing. Jeez. Bank, civil trial. Alright, I'm going to stop because this is telling me what I need to know. So now with the Three of Cups, wish granted and full cup, we are going like whose wish was granted and who has a full cup. So right now she feels that, okay, everything is going on fine. Let's it's almost like they have two sides to their thinking. One is like, oh, this is reality, but this is like an illusion. That's what they're trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to make believe. So they have a Three of Cups here and they have a Three of Cups here too, like, right, for King Henry, Prince Henry. So I feel like this Three of Cups, which is the Three of Hearts, it's saying to me that the need to belong is she has this great need to belong to the royal family because it makes her look better, and that's her whatever, her mental whatever, psycho. She'll feel like, she's on top of the world, the first black woman to be in the royal family, whatever. She's on that trip, y'all. I don't know when she got that, but she's on that trip and she's delusional. She's totally nuts. And for him, that having that Three of Cups and wish fulfillment, or full cup, is wanting to belong to the family. He wants to go back to the fold for sure. Then we had cemetery, ruined church. So for this, I definitely feel like it has been a struggle for the two of them, because they definitely feel like their union has been contaminated, and they feel like their union is being driven to death. And she feels like it's the people who dislike her who's doing this. He feels like he made a big mistake, and his actions are influencing this or pushing this agenda. She definitely feels like the royal family is trying to dissolve their marriage and trying to push their marriage to its funeral. So you get what I mean? I hope so. Then you have devil, temptations, bad decisions. Devil, temptations, and bad decisions. So clearly, both of them, remember these energies are between the two of them. So clearly, they are, it is a toxic relationship. We all know that. Definitely bad decisions have been made. Definitely they have been influenced by the wrong people, by the wrong agenda, by the wrong thought process, by the wrong crowd, and it has not worked out. And they know too, it's like not, I feel like they're trying everything to see if they, more than her, she's trying everything. She's trying every single trick she has in her bag to hang on and keep the control. So she knows that there were some wrong decisions. Do they regret having that interview with Oprah Winfrey? Definitely they regret, because they did not expect the backlash that they got. So they, for sure, that is a wrong, a bad decision that they made, and they were definitely paid for that. They were paid big money for that, y'all. That's the reason why they decided to do it. Okay, and when they got that big money, they realized, oh my God, we can spin this even further and make more money, and that's all coming from her. And he is like twiddledee, twiddledum. Oh, I'll just follow along because I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. I can't think for myself at the moment. I'm just going to say whatever she's doing is right, because she's also influencing him greatly. Emotional blackmail, spiritual blackmail, mental blackmail. Definitely that's going on. Then we have daydreams, peace, contentment, relative idleness. So this is wishful thinking on both their part. They want this? She wants daydream, peace, and relative idleness and contentment, because she thinks that if the royal family apologizes, she'll forgive them and she'll forget and she'll go back and everything will fall into place and everything will be fine. For him, the daydreaming and wanting peace and contentment and relative idleness is see, here's this card. He's like, I'm so drained of energy, this has to stop, or I'm out, I'm checking out. So he's seriously on that path. He is seriously on that path, and I feel so bad because he definitely needs an intervention. Okay, death, sudden change. So definitely there are going to be things that are going to be clearly, it's very Plutonian, right? So it's like, it's going to be harsh. It's going to be harsh. Whatever this is between the two of them, when they take off in different directions and they cut ties, it's going to be harsh, it's going to be quick. And then you have the Fool card, and the Fool card is talking about, then having the ability to leap into the unknown and take a giant leap of faith. Then you have client, soulmate, and funeral. Now, as far as this is concerned, this whole illusion, perfect relationship kind of thing that they have, that we are soulmates and all that, that's coming to an end. Okay, definitely. And as far as a client is concerned, I'm going to say something, y'all. Okay, there's a lot of talk about this Henry's wife being a yacht girl. Okay, there is somebody from that time of her life, an older gentleman, who I think is a water sign, I think is a Cancerian, who she kind of leans on his shoulder and cry, because I see a lot of Nine of Cups and the King of Cups show up, because he showed up here too. Anyway, that she kind of goes and, oh, this is what happened, and oh, poor me, and he's like, oh, poor baby, that kind of a relationship. I feel that he must have been her client, okay, some wealthy dude, for her services. So she's trying to impress upon him that he is her soulmate. She's already setting up the stage that if she decides to change her direction and take off in a different direction and cut ties with this guy, Henry, that she's not going to do it unless she's confident that she has somebody to fall back on. So this client is definitely, she's trying to tell him he's a soulmate. These two, the whole grand idea that they had, that, oh, you're my soulmate, or you're this or what, that aspect is coming to an end. That's dead, because you see a funeral there. And then rebel, bad news, and backstabber. Ooh, guess who's going to be doing that, baby? Guess who's going to be doing that? Now, a lot of people will say, hey, you know what, Jack, that's a young man, that's probably Henry's energy. Yeah, sure, it could be Henry's energy, but it could also be her energy. There is a lot of backstabbing going. There is a lot of rebelliousness, because he's clearly rebelled, right? So as far as backstabbing is going, definitely both of them. She not so much being a rebel, but he has rebelled. And there's a lot of backstabbing going on. This female here, I don't care who she is, okay? When I looked at her chart, her chart with, all the planets, whatever, if you had given me her birth date, time, date of birth, and place of birth without the name, and never told me who this chart belongs to, just looking at the planetary positions, you can tell that she is a very vengeful person. And in her chart itself, it states that she is going to get fame through marriage, through a very well-known spouse. Her fame is not going to be of her own making. It is because she marries somebody who's famous and who's got a lot of fortune. Via that avenue, she's going to get her fame and fortune, not self-made. And she is a very vengeful, vindictive person. That's what the planetary positions are saying. That's what the planets are saying, the stars and the planets in her chart. She never forgives and she never forgets, y'all. She will never do that. She's almost like one of those people who kind of lay low for a while and then come back, and the moment she feels that she has an opportunity, she'll stab you. Excuse me, for sure. So even if he quits her, even if he calls it quits with her, she is going to cause such a ruckus. It's going to be a mess, and he will have to seriously seek legal action and protection to keep her away from him. Definitely. Then you have bank, civil trial, wisdom, and money. So definitely there's going to be a lot of money involved in this. It's going to be a civil trial for sure. He is going to need a lot of wisdom, okay? A lot of money spent to get out of this situation. And in all honesty, looking in from the outside, I'll be like if I were to meet him, right? I mean, yeah, like I'm going to, but again, who knows? If I were to meet Prince Henry, and if he says, Kirtan, can you do a reading for me and all that, and then if he says, okay, do you have any words of advice for me? I'll say, dude, just give her what she wants, like whatever the money aspect is just throw it at her and cut your ties and walk off. It's not worth it. That's the first thing I'm going to tell him. But we all know that. So it's not, this is not a, okay, there are two aspects to it. This in a way is a karmic relationship, and this was brought into his life, okay, to teach him a lesson. And this karmic relationship is a spillover from his mother's time. Y'all are going to think I'm cuckoo, but I'm just telling you, because even her, she went through all that strife and heartache and all that. It's not like she had a choice marrying Prince Charles, right? It was arranged, whatever. And I think at some point in time she had discussed with her sister, saying that when she found out about Camilla, I think she had said that I really don't want to, how can I back out of it? And they basically said, it's too late, you can't back out of it. You're stuck. So it's very, very sad, because at the end of the day, she feels like her whole marriage was a big lie. So that karmic spillover is popping up now. So from a karmic perspective, this has to end with Henry. This drama has to end with his generation, or with him. And it will definitely. And then moving forward, do I see that he's going to be able to get married again? Absolutely. I don't know whether you all heard me say it, but I will say it again. He is going to have help from a dark-haired young lady. She is going to be instrumental in helping him get out of this mess and also rehab, like build back up. I also strongly feel that they're going to keep him quiet. They're going to keep him under the radar for a couple of years, like not have him out in the public, like it's not like he wakes up tomorrow and he says, I've shrugged this monkey off my back, and I'm just going to go and turn up and do all those things. No, he's going to have a 2-year period of time where he's going to be almost like a rehab type of a thing, like psychologically, emotionally. He's going to go through a cleansing phase and lay low and kind of just chill and just do a whole bunch of nothing, and then he'll pop back up. This dark-haired lady is going to be instrumental in that, okay? In his recovery. She's also going to be instrumental in helping him get out of this whole mess. I have not done a reading for the kids, but I will say that there have been moments where she has almost threatened that she's going to take back the kids or give the kids back to the surrogate or whoever. She has threatened it. Because for her, that was just a way to, I hate to say it, but they're anchor babies. They just are. That's what I am said. Like when I said that she feels like she has invested a lot of money, and now she's saying, give it back to me. I want my returns and my dividends now. All that she feels, doing all that drama is investment. So let's see about the kids, right? I'm just going to ask a couple of questions, okay? Let me see. Y'all, this lady, man, I tell you, her energy is something else. Show me what I need to see about the children of Prince Henry and his wife. What do I need to see about the children of Prince Henry and his wife? Oh. So it's this profitable agreement, contract, what you're spending. So definitely it was contractual. So they have signed a contract with the surrogate. And this is not specifically speaking to whether it's the boy or the girl. It says two. So both of the kids, it's contracts. I greatly doubt if, highly doubt if they are biological, his biological kids. I highly doubt. Like biological, you know what I mean? If his DNA is involved, I highly doubt it. So both of them, the kids, yes, they are adopted. Yes, they have surrogates. Yes, it was contracts. Yes, it's all this and that. And it was profitable for the birth moms for them, okay? And yes, it is for both the kids. The next is, so definitely having these two kids was a blessing. It was a wish granted and great gifts. And so yes, definitely that it worked out for them, at least time being. At that particular time, it kind of worked out for them. It's like these surrogate mothers came through and signed over the babies. So a lot of gifts. They have set up the surrogate moms very comfortably, very, very comfortably. The surrogate or birth mothers have nothing that they have nothing to worry about. They are set up for life. So then we have sickness, sick bed, lingering problems, depletion and tiredness. So for me, this is saying that the kids, I feel like both of them, okay, I'm going to say there were 4 pregnancies in total, okay, 4 of them, not just Archie or Lily. There were a total of 4 pregnancies, and out of the 4 pregnancies, 2 of them were viable, and they were, of course, Archie and Lily. Now, there was a lot of sickness involved. There was a lot of problems over there, and they also did feel like they were getting tired of waiting, because it's like, I hate to say this, but they had to spread their, put eggs in different baskets. Okay, hang on, guys. There we go. Excuse me. Oh my God, why I have a runny nose? Excuse me. So I feel like they had to put eggs in multiple baskets just to make sure that something is viable. If this fails, and at least that pregnancy will go through that type of thing. So there were a total of 4 pregnancies. There was a lot of sickness. There was a lot of problems. It also did deplete them of their energy, because they were kind of getting tired and actually getting scared that this particular plan may not work out for them. But out of the 4, they ended up with 2, and the 2 of them is definitely, that was a profitable thing for the birth mothers. They have agreements, they have contracts, all that sort of stuff. So what are the other energies for the kids? Strangers bed, travel for work or business, sleeping alone. Wow. So there's definitely a lot of, it's almost like the kids are being taken care of by complete strangers, not really by her. She is not that caring. As a woman, she's not that caring type. She doesn't have the capability of having that emotions, right? Those emotions, and being a caring mother figure. These kids are most certainly being raised by strangers. Strangers as in not him or her. Of course, when you are in that level of society, you have, somebody to draw your bath. Yeah, there's a certain lifestyle. So you probably have like nannies and babysitters up the yin yang. Definitely, they are being taken care of by strangers. I will tell you also that this is going on because this individual is trying to make a business out of them, okay? Because she is working and planning on this fancy business that she's got going on, and I wouldn't be surprised if she does go on a tour or a travel with the kids and try to spend money off of it. Now, how is that possible? Photographs. right? She is just waiting for a little bit of time, and once, I don't know why she's waiting, but she's waiting at the right moment, at the right opportunity. She's definitely going to be traveling, and she is definitely going to have, you know how they have these contracts with these magazines or whatever, come take pictures, I'll give you exclusive rights, take pictures and then charge them for it. Bernie, are you having dreams? my boy is laying down here, my Saint Bernard, and he's kind of running in his sleep. Okay, and then we have company, ownership, work, and then accomplishment in business. So that is going to be profitable for her. It is definitely going to be profitable for her. She is it's a 10. She's definitely going to make money off of this tour, where she's going to be able to take her kids and get all the pictures and all that stuff. And you have the Devil card. This is a Capricorn energy. There's that strong, that what's the word I'm looking for? Deviant dependency, that kind of negative energy. Oh my goodness, this woman is something else, man. She is something else. Y'all, I don't know what to say. Just read this yourselves, okay? You saw me shuffle, right? Yeah, that's with my big marker. Let me read it. It's a Queen of Spades, right? And it says, a shrew, cruel, judging woman, a very dark woman. I wonder who we are talking about. Now, I will tell you with this energy, is it this fine individual? Yeah. But I will tell you this. She is also consulting with somebody else. And this woman who she's consulting with, now this is her energy for sure, okay, slam dunk. But she's also conspiring with a woman who, I would say she's got dark aura and energy around her, and by that I mean, I'm just going to say this and leave it. She will always have her hair covered with cloth, with a scarf. Always her hair is going to be covered with a scarf. So this one is greatly influenced by her. And yes, see what I mean? Yes, this is the Queen card, but see, like this, like having her hair covered all the time, her head. Yeah. Feeding off of gossip and energy, and like how they say even bad publicity is good publicity. Definitely she's feeding off of that energy, and all this publicity and drama that's going on about the kids, and people asking questions about the kids, and you know, who are the parents, who are the surrogate mothers, like do the kids really have his DNA or her DNA. Then somebody said that it has nothing to do with him, and she's like, yeah, his, you know what I mean, all that sort of stuff, all that gossiping and all that publicity that's going on because of the kids as well. She's enjoying it, because for her that's money. It's like being in the spotlight, right? As far as I know, and I could be wrong, if the kids are not naturally born kids of Henry, I don't think they can be they can have the titles prince or princess or whatever. I think it's got something to do with the bloodline, the naturally born type of thing. So if somebody knows anything about that, please leave it in the comments. I would love to kind of hear. One more card about the kids, the energy. See, we have the Fool card. So definitely this is the kids' energy is coming strong. I almost want to say, see, I feel, okay, this to me is Prince Charles, y'all. Okay, it says a banker, a fair man, a forceful man, energetic, and a thinking man. I definitely feel this is Prince Charles's energy. I think I had said in one of my videos that, or the only other video I did for these two, is that people may say that Charles cut him off and did this and that and all. If anybody in that side of the family is supporting Henry, and Charles has supported him financially and continues to support him financially, he is going to have the support and backing of Prince Charles. And I will say this now, if at all anybody is going to correct this situation and be instrumental in saying, that's it, draw the line, we're over and done with, it's going to be William. Not Princess Anne, not nobody. It'll be William who's going to say, enough is enough, be done with this BS. So Prince William is the one who's going to set this one right. You watch. So I'm going to leave this. So shall I put these back? Because actually, you know what? That's the energy. This is the kids. Okay, so this was for this. This is for this. Now I'm going to reach for another pack, and I'm going to see who the the greatest influence is coming from where. Please show me who is the biggest influence, or who's going to have the biggest say in this, or whatever. The biggest influence, the strongest influence. The Moon card. It's a Cancer card. The Moon rules Cancer, right? So definitely it's all about emotions. It's going to be a situation. Is Prince Charles a Cancerian? Or is William a Cancerian? I don't know. But the biggest influence is going to be the emotion. I think Lady Diana was a Cancerian, right? I don't know. But the biggest influence is going to be from a Cancerian. And of course, this is a Moon card for sure. I would say that, remember I said this dark-haired lady is going to help him, right? See that big moon at the back over there? And this is to the High Priestess, which is ruled by the moon. She's going to have a big influence in this, for sure. Okay? So then what we shall do is we'll put away this. Okay? Camera, don't you dare fall asleep. Yes, people, I speak to my computers and I speak to the camera. That's just me. All right, they haven't started talking back to me as yet, so I suppose that's a good thing, right? All right, I'm just going to put all this away. Hang on, you guys, and I've just there's one more thing I want to do, and right, this is all hers. I'm not going to put them back in the pack. I'm just going to leave them here, just for a quick moment. This will be there. What did I do with those cards? Here. I don't. What are these? Okay, so we don't want that. All right, so here we go. Are you all with me, people? Wonderful. There's no need to even go into this whole thing, how she behaved with her father or her family members or whatever. From the very get-go, like you could tell, even as a child, was very clear, like about very selfish. So it's all about me, 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 me. That was her even as a child, very demanding and very selfish. So very manipulative. Even as a child, she knew how to manipulate people around her. I mean, her chart, anybody who has a chart will have the same kind of attributes and character traits and that sort of stuff. So my question is going to be, is this going to lead to divorce? Is this going to lead to divorce? Yes, definitely divorce. And I had said 5 years, so let's ask that question, right? Is their divorce going to happen within 5 years of their marriage? Is their divorce going to happen, or separation happen within 5 years of their marriage? Show me, please. Yes. Separation for sure. For sure, but yes, divorce, separation and divorce, yes. One more time. Will they be separated and or divorced? Let me rephrase it. Will they be divorced within 5 years of their marriage? Will they be divorced within 5 years of their marriage? One more time. Shuffle one more time. Absolutely yes, within 5 years of their marriage they will be divorced. Absolutely. My next question is going to be, will Henry get married again? 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 Please show me one more time. They want me to shuffle. Will Henry get married again? One. Absolutely yes, he will. He will most certainly get married again. Look at all the queens that have popped up. All the 4 queens have popped up, y'all. Look. And he's got an ace as well. Oh my goodness. He's got all the 4 queens. He's got the ace of hearts. Okay. He's got a king of diamonds and king of clubs. Oh my goodness. Celebration. Happy family life. 10. 100% he's going to get married again. It's not going to be right away, but he definitely will. He definitely will. And I think it's going to be after he's 40, 42, around that age. Let's ask, right? Will he get married between the ages of 40 and 42? Will he get married again when he is between the ages of 40 and 42? Will he get married again when he is between the ages of 40 and 42? Okay. Yeah. All right. The queens showed up again. We have an ace for sure. And we have 2 tens. Definitely. Wait, 3 10. Whoa. Okay. 3 tens. Okay. And we have 2, which is the pairing. It's going to be with somebody who's slightly younger than him. Definitely. With somebody who's slightly younger than him. Definitely a 6, which is going to be good. But one individual is going to oppose that marriage. One individual. I wonder who. So one individual is going to cause conflict in that relationship, or at least when not in the relationship, but when that individual finds out, they're going to cause some conflict. So is this second spouse of Henry somebody new? Is the second spouse of Henry somebody new? is the second spouse of Henry somebody new? Oh my, yeah, it's going to be somebody new. It's not anybody from the past, I don't think. 3, yeah. And then we got King of Hearts. Then we got, yeah, it's somebody young, it's somebody new, and definitely somebody new. It's not anybody from his past. Wow, y'all. This is almost like a nightmare that they want to wake up from, right? This guy, this is the card. I think I got something similar to this in the last reading, although I don't think I used the same. He has had enough. He is extremely fragile emotionally and mentally. His brains are fried. He is very suicidal. He is like, I'm done. I just want to go to sleep and not wake up. He's desperately trying for peace. He's like, I just want to be relieved from this. I just want to fly free. I just want to be done. So that's very, very, very scary, because these two cards, when they come up together like this, it almost to me seems like he's like I'm done. He's like, I can check out anytime. He's at that point. And you know what? That's the saddest thing, because he shouldn't be having to go through that. Nobody should, right? So I hope there's an intervention. I really, truly hope there is an intervention. I think he needs an intervention. I think somebody needs to step up to the plate and say, dude, you know what? I'm making the decision for you, and this is it. We're going to cut ties with her and just get on with your life. Now, the other thing, a lot of people, I got a couple of emails from people saying that, hey, what about the kids? Like, what happens to the kids? Where are the kids going to go? Who's going to have the kids? I never did do a reading for that. We can ask, right? We can ask. Let me put all this away, and I'm going to leave that there. What is the energy? Like, who are the kids going to be with? If it shows a Virgo or shows a Leo, we'll know for sure. Who are these two kids going to be? Who's going to have custody of the kids? Who's going to have custody of the kids? Venus, which is definitely the moon sign, and the moon rules Venus, and Venus is typically, associated with the mother, the female, the maternal, right? The feminine. So I definitely feel that this could be, but then on the other hand, Venus is also an earth energy, right? Virgo is an earth energy, so could be the father as well, but I have a feeling it's going to be the mother. Okay, so let's try again. Please show me again who is going to have custody of the kids. Who is going to have custody of the kids? The Sun card. Wow. You know what, you guys? I wouldn't be surprised if the state takes control of the kids, and by that I mean the royal family. If they decide to take the kids, and they are like, you know what? But then on the other hand, the Sun card, the Sun rules Leo, and she's a Leo. But to me, the energy I'm getting here is, I feel like it's going to be the royal family, because they're ruled by the Sun, right? It's like they are going to definitely try to take control, and I almost feel like, see this light? It's like they are going to have their hand over the kids, protecting the kids. But of course, the Sun rules Leo, and she's a Leo. She's going to fight, y'all. She's going to fight. She's going to make it very difficult. But she's not going to win. There'll be some major custody issues and stuff. Ha! Now, I will tell you, when it comes to money and they settle the score with them and say, we're going to give you so much money, shut your mouth and go away, then she'll give in, because you have the Moon card. So there is something that is still being hidden over there with regards to the kids. So that's also going to look at that. 2 kids. She's got these 2 5s in her hand. She's going to leverage as much as she can out of them. She's definitely going to pay. So yes, I do believe that she's going to have temporary custody of the kids, but ultimately the royal family are going to take the kids under their wing. So they will almost become kids of the state, if you know what I mean, which in other terms means that the father will ultimately have like long-term control over the kids. Pluto, wow. Pluto rules Scorpio, so there is a lot of death and regeneration. So it's almost like resetting the clock, if you will, as for the kids as well, because right now they're really too young, too tiny. They don't understand the volatility of this whole situation, the gravity of the situation, the constant battle. But there is going to come a time when they are going to be affected emotionally too. So with the Pluto card showing up, it's going to say that definitely there's going to be almost like a regeneration or rebirth of their whole life. So so if they're definitely going to end up with the sun or the state, then their life is going to completely change, right? So I feel like that's for sure. And 22 months, I wouldn't be surprised when the second baby is 22 months old. There is something that is going to be significant that's going to occur. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 things: 13, 14 and 22. 13, 14 and 22 ages. So I think when the second baby, there's going to be, when she's 13 months old, 14 months old and 22 months old are going to be. And then you have Mars. So Mars is in Aries energy. There's going to be a little bit of a push and pull and tug of war as far as the kids are concerned. She is definitely going to create some bah humbug, but she will do that just to show that, oh, I'm their mother, I'm going to take care of them and that sort of thing. But she is not a mother figure. She does not have that in her chart. Like, you know how she's just not meant to be a mother. It's not in her nature to be that nurturing kind of an entity or individual. She doesn't have that. So all that fighting and all that is just a pretense. She couldn't be bothered. And I'm not saying this, people say, oh, you're biased, you shouldn't say that. I said, if the cards are showing that, her chart is showing that, what's there to, there's no bias bullcrap at all over here. If that's what the cards are saying, that's what the chart is saying, and that's that. But let me tell you, she will land on her feet because she'll be off to the next one. Off to the next one. She will make sure her landing pad is really soft and cushiony. She will make sure that this other individual, this Cancerian individual, is going to be a rock solid bet for her, and she can like pick up and run, Once she makes sure that that is all set up, then she'll be like, okay, bye. So that's all I'm saying. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this, and with the comments, like, guys, like I always say, let's keep it classy, right? I know this is a very sensitive subject, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say. I mean, even when I meet my friends, like, they're so, I don't know why this has become such a, I almost feel like this whole thing with Henry and his wife seems to kind of raise everybody's passions up. Everybody gets riled up. It's such a sensitive subject. I don't know why, but anyhow. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Take care and see you next time. Bye.